Welcome to Cafe Entree, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Cafe Entree, where we discuss the latest happening in two industry that we all love, which is the film and food industry, and we collide those together. So let's talk about what's on the menu today. Now, back in 2010, a film called The Social Network came out, and it was a huge success. It was about the rise of Facebook. And at that time, Facebook was the biggest thing in the world. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was jumping on the platform, making profiles. It was just Facebook had just took over the world. But also, there was some controversy surrounding Facebook. With every company that's successful, there always some type of controversy surrounding it. And there was a lot of controversy surrounding Facebook about, who actually created Facebook, who invested money, who did what. The stories have been out there, but we never really knew what really happened. So the Social Network dived into those things, and we kind of got an understanding about what was going on. Now, this movie was a huge hit, won a lot of awards, box office hit. Everybody fell in love with it. But now, years later, they're going to be doing a sequel to the film called The Social Reckoning. Now, you got some people like, you got some people that might be like, I'm excited to see it. And you got some people that are like, maybe I'll check it out. But the question is, will the sequel be a hit or will it fail? So I'm going to give you my thoughts about this. Now, I'm just going to start off by saying, I don't think that the sequel is going to be as big of a hit as the first one is. Because number one, at that time, when the first film came out, Facebook was in their prime. Like I said, they was the biggest thing in the world. Everybody was on it. So to do a film about it, about the biggest social media platform, yeah, it was going to draw people to the theaters. Yeah, it was going to be a big, huge success. So that's why that first one did what it did. But now, and now let me take it back to the first one. And the second reason why that film was such a huge hit, because the writing, and you had Andrew Garfield, Jesse Eisenberg, and Justin Timberlake. All three of those guys, not to take anything away from them, not saying that they're not big stars, but back in that time, they had Hollywood on fire. Anything that they did was just a big, huge hit. So having all three of these guys in a film about the biggest social media platform, yeah, that's why the film was a box office huge success and it won all those awards. But now, I just don't see the sequel being a big hit because, number one, Facebook is not the cool kids anymore. And what I mean by that is not saying that they have completely fallen off, which they haven't because people still use it, but they just don't have that popularity like they used to. That's the first thing. The second thing is the story. Where are they going to go with the story this time? What's the direction they're going to go with that? So that's the second thing that people are looking at it because they're like, okay, we know about what happened with Facebook, but now where are you going to go with it? The third thing is people saying, is Andrew Garfield or Eisenberg, all those guys going to come back for it? Now, I don't think that Andrew Garfield is going to probably come back because at this point, he's working on so many other things that he's not going to do it. And then from what I was reading too, if I'm not mistaken, that they did find somebody to play Mark Zuckerberg. So I don't think Jesse Eisenberg is going to come back either because this is like years later or a continuation from the sequel, from the first one. So now that's just the thing that people want to know. And that's why I just don't think this sequel, I mean, don't get me wrong, people are going to go see it. People are going to check it out, but it's just not going to have that impact as the first one. Now, what they should have did was, instead of doing a sequel to The Social Network, I would have did a movie about TikTok. Because right now, TikTok for the last few years has been the it platform. Everybody's been talking about it, the big controversies with that leading to the White House. And remember when they got taken off for that little small time, and how everybody was losing their mind. So that would have been a better film to do than the sequel to Facebook. But that's just my opinion. So we just have to sit back and wait to see what's going to happen. But you all let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you think the sequel to The Social Network is going to be a hit, or you think it's going to fail? Let's have this conversation. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned.